So Sarah, let's just start a little bit with a few words about you. There's a lot of participants who have never heard of Sarah Ford. So where are you based? What do you do? Just a little bit about yourself.
Certainly, yeah. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Sarah Donati Ford. I'm married with 3 children and I've got 2 dogs, so very busy household.
I can imagine.
Oh God, yeah. So we have a convenience store, St. John's Village store, in a beautiful island called Jersey.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And you have a beautiful accent. I just love listening to you. So good. So good. So Sarah, let's share a little bit about where were you at with your results just before you started working with us, and what made you decide to invest in yourself?
Okay, so before I did TIR, with my children growing up, I never wanted to work in a corporate environment. So I set up my own bookkeeping company with no experience. I taught myself, which I did for 14 years, which was amazing bringing up with the children because I had the flexibility, but I was working weekends, evenings, and only for like £2,500 a month. And I couldn't really grow it unless I had more clients, more hours. And I didn't want that with 3 young children because my children are quite close in age anyway. So we struggled quite a lot bringing them up. And it was really strange. One day I said to my husband, I've had enough of this. I want to do something totally different. And I'm a very true believer of things happen for a reason. And something came up on my Facebook page to buy a shop. I had no idea how to run a shop. It just came up and something attracted me to it that I thought I need to investigate this and find out. And I'm lucky that my husband is very good with me. He lets me go and kind of go on my own path sort of thing, you know. And he trusts
both husbands.
Exactly. And he does trust what I do anyway. And with the bookkeeping side of you, he knew that I knew a lot about the money and, you know, whether it was going to work. So anyway, we bought this company and it wasn't doing particularly very well to start off with. But prior to that, I was doing, with my bookkeeping, I was doing a bit of network marketing as well. That's how I first found out a bit about mindset and the power of mindset. Before that, I didn't even know what mindset was. I was very naive by it. You know, I even had to ask what it was. That's how, you know, I had no knowledge whatsoever. But I found it quite fascinating. And they got me to write a goal out then, and I didn't really think much about it. And my goal was to earn £20,000 a month by June 2020. Anyway, and I literally put that in the drawer, forgot about it, and just left it because I thought there's no way that I am going to be earning £20,000 a month. You know, forget it. So I left that. And when I took on the shop, we struggled because I had no experience in it. I had far too many staff in there. It was turning over enough. And then I kind of, again, on Facebook, I think one of my friends was doing TIR and the 5-day course came up. So I think I did that originally thinking, oh, I'm going to give it because I'm one for giving anything could go to make a bit of money or, you know, to try something new. I'm going to give it a go. And so I did this and I really enjoyed it. And then I remember having a conversation with you over and, you know, you told me the price and I was like, forget it.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh.
We had lots of conversations, didn't we? Yeah. You know, my husband wouldn't agree with it. I couldn't afford it, even when you broke it down, you know. But one thing that really stuck in my mind, you said to me, have you ever invested in yourself or have you been to college? And I said, no, I left school at 16, went straight to work. And no, I haven't invested in myself. So I went away thinking about that. And, you know, within a few days, you phoned me again. And I thought, I don't even know how I'm going to pay for the first course, the first lesson, you know, the monthly. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. But I thought, I'm going to take it out of the shop. not even worry about how I'm going to pay the second one or the third one or the fourth, whatever. I'm just going to go with it. And I'm 100% so glad I have done this journey, because my life has totally changed. So, you know, so I did it, and here I am today, you know. And June 2020, my shop exploded to earning £20,000 a month. It was just, it was insane. You know, doing TIR, I did my moon board, I got my little gold, it wasn't even a gold card, but got a bit of paper back out of the cupboard. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to stick to this goal. Who knows, the shop's not going to do this, because, you know, but actually going through all the lessons, it teaches you so much, and it really opens your mind, that I was really for it, you know. And I actually believed, and the key word I think is believe.
Yes.
Believe that you can do it, believe that you can have everything that you want. And June 2020, it happened. And when I first got all my accounts together and I saw that figure, and it was literally 20,000 and like a couple of pence, it was that close. I wish I'd have put 30,000.
Yeah, well, now you're going for 40, right?
Oh my God. So I was absolutely mind blown by it all, you know. And the fact since then, my business has continued to do that. You know, and I've changed my paradigm. My staff are just like the most incredible staff that I've got. You know, we had a Christmas party the other night, and they're all like, okay, so what's our goal for next year in the shop? What are we going to be turning over? And this is me doing my paradigm, asking them to cut, and it all happens. It's incredible.
So good. You know, I remember the conversation as well when you invested in this shop, and you were like, oh my God, the shop is actually not doing that well.
Yeah.
And with no experience in business and running a shop, you just, you know what I love, there's a pattern in what you're saying. You kind of trust that you're receiving clues, you know, and you jump on those clues, even though you don't know why you're jumping, and to see what's happening. And that's what you did with the shop, and that's what you did with thinking into results, not having a clue about mindset. You just trusted it came for a reason, and it can help you, and investment in yourself can help you. I just love it so much. So Sarah, like, you actually 10x'd your income.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Like, incredible. And so I started, I think, in the January, and by the June, so 6 months, I got my results. And it seriously was believing it. I was looking at my, I changed my bank statement, and I changed it to June, and I put 20,000, I had it there. And it was just mind blowing to get to that date and to see that. I was absolutely blown away by it. You know,
and from someone who, you know, initially you wrote that on the card and you just totally ignored that it's not possible. What do you think the role was of thinking into results mentorship to help you actually believe it and fulfill it?
Okay, so as I was doing, I guess, is when you start all the lessons, it's quite powerful, and you actually start, I got quite excited about doing the lessons. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. And I think that, you know, by doing these lessons, your mindset's changing all the time. And I guess it was because of the lessons, I think. And then you're going into your mastermind groups, and you each you're talking every week, and it gives you ideas. But the ideas that started flowing in are just, I've never even thought, it really opens your mind. I would never have thought about the things, you know, that come, you know, that just constantly flowing, you know. And for next year, you know, I've already told you that, you know, I've been offered not to buy a shop, but to take on the lease. So the owners wanted 250,000 for the shop. And I thought, I don't want to pay 250,000 for the shop. I want it for nothing. So I found out who owned the shop, and it happened that these people haven't paid the rent, so they're in rent arrears. So they're now the shop's been closed, and I can take over for nothing, just take on the lease. But something was telling me, you don't need to pay for it. You need to find another avenue. And that's why I kind of thought, oh, yeah, I'm going to go for it. What the worst thing they can say to me is, no, you have to go down that channel. And it paid off. I can take it on.
I love it. And tell us a little bit about what this transformation of your income made possible in your personal life. What's changed for you?
Everything. Absolutely anything. You know, I don't have to think about money. We've just spent a weekend in a luxury boutique hotel in Jersey for 2 nights, £1,000. You know, I just didn't even think twice about it, where before I would never have been able to do that. I've got 2 amazing cars. We're just about to buy my dream home is my other thing. I've actually got a second viewing on my house on Monday.
So good.
So, you know, 2022 is just going to start off up here, and it's just going to continue to grow.
I love it.
So I've now doubled my goal, you know, to 40,000 a month, and to be in my dream home.
I love it. And can I just ask you, you know, you're someone who didn't do any mindset work before.
No.
Can you share a little bit about why do you think it's important to change your mindset to shift your results this way, to shift your results to 6 figures? Why is it important to change your mindset?
Well, again, I believe that if I hadn't have changed my mindset, I wouldn't be here today earning this amount of money. Yeah, before I never even believed it. And you know, you start, and it's quite exciting because you can start visualizing. And I guess you've got to, when I first started doing the training, you've got to live that life. So I was buying new clothes and I was treating myself as if I was earning that sort of money as well. And I got excited about that. And because of that, you think, oh my God, I actually want to receive that sort of money, because then I can really do this and I can up that notch a bit more. And just, yeah, it's incredible. You know, it really is incredible.
I love it. Know? And I want to mention something, because I think you said it several times, that you receive tons of ideas as you go along. You know, one of the things that Sarah is doing with the program is she is living on the radio station of her goal. So what that means is we help you think at that level because, you know, your imagination is the starting point of creation. So if you're able to be at the level of your goal all day long, you literally become a magnet to ideas at the level of that goal. And you're like, you know, you don't even know how this happens, but it all happens by step retraining of your mind to match we call it frequency of your goal. So you're basically, your subconscious mind gets on the radio station of your goal, and you start receiving ideas either from your own intuition or from other people, or picking them out in a newspaper or through masterminding. Everything just comes to you. And then what you thought was impossible starts unfolding, and you actually fulfill it in your reality. Love this so much, Sarah.
But also you have to open your mind up to all opportunities to start with. You've got to look at all the opportunities. You know, for me to own a convenience store, I just thought, no way, it's never going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So you have to open up, look at all these ideas that are coming to you. Yes, some of them aren't going to work and some of them might do. So I would suggest that you just really look into every idea that's coming your way, because it's being attracted to you for a reason, and explore it and see where it comes.
Totally agree. So I have a couple of questions for you that I'm sure our participants might have. The first question is about your decision investing in yourself. So can you share a little bit about what was your mind telling you to try to stop you, and how did you get over that to make the right decision?
What about joining TIR?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason why I didn't want to do it was financially. Yeah. I think that's probably most people.
Yeah.
And where you're going to get that money from, because you're obviously doing this as if you want to have financial freedom. Yeah. You know, I work 5 hours a week. That's all I do. So I've nailed it in every single way possible. You know? Yeah. So everybody wants financial freedom. You don't want to be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You want to be able to sit back, bring the money in and enjoy your life, So definitely go ahead, do it. Without a doubt, I would recommend everybody to do it.
So
but you need.
I wanted to ask you, so when your mind was saying to you, oh my God, this investment and all of that, how did you, what was your mental process to bring you to actually do invest in yourself?
Well, I sat down and I looked at how I could afford to do it. I kind of broke it down into daily, how much I needed
to. I love that.
How much I needed to put aside every single day. And that you can manage it by doing that.
You know what? Let's do that now. I love that, because when you take, sometimes when an amount seems big to you, actually Bob Proctor teaches that as well. Break it down into small, and then it's not going to be so scary. So let's just break it down. So the payment in full is 8,000, and the payment in installments is 9,000. About 10,000 in broken down in monthly installments. So let's just say 8,000. Divide that by, and that's euros, so in pounds it's even less, right? But let's divide that by 9 months.
Yeah.
9 months, divide that by more or less 30 days. That is, guys, watch this, 30 euros per day.
Yeah. It's nothing.
Anyone can afford 30 euros per day. Sure, we spend it all the time, right? We spend it on groceries, we spend it on dinners, we spend it on Netflix, we spend it on little things. And if you put 30 euros per day in your growth, you can 10x your income in a few months.
Exactly. Who wouldn't want to do that? That's how I did it. That's how I looked at it when I thought, you know what, okay, my husband doesn't need to go out for lunch every day. We'll make sandwiches. We really cut back a lot just to manage that. When we did it, was obviously, and in pounds, it's less than that. So for me, I thought, you know what, we've got to do it. It's a no-brainer. We're going to have a go at it. And yeah.
How long before you saw this money come back?
It was the 6 months. 6 months. It was 6 months to the day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And you got it back many times fold, right? Because you kind of went to 20 every single month.
Yeah, and I'm still getting 20 every single month.
So good. So good, Sarah. Yeah. I love it so much. And then one other question that comes to my mind. So, you were already quite overworked when you were a bookkeeper, and, you have 3 kids, you had a business. The last thing you wanted was to work more, right? So a lot of our participants have a concern that I'm already so busy. How do I fit in thinking into results in my diary? What would you share about that?
Well, that was one thing I struggled with at first. And I think I probably overdid it because I'm so energetic and I want to learn all the time. And I wanted that money sort of now, but you kind of get into a routine. Like for me, I got up half an hour earlier, and with walking the dogs, I would listen to TIR in the morning. I'd come back with a cup of tea, I'll do my worksheet, 5-10 minutes every single day. It's nothing. You can fit it in, even if you get up half an hour earlier. And then at night, it doesn't have to be every day, but every other day I would sit in bed before I went to sleep. I listened to TIR. And it's great going into bed because at night, your mind is just, the ideas are flowing at night. And you wake up in the morning and you've got a list of things that you want to do.
I love it. In fact, we actually teach our clients how to program your mind before bedtime so that while you're sleeping, you're generating ideas for the morning. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So good, Sarah.
Well, I wake up in the morning and I say to my husband, oh my God, this is the new idea. And he's just like, oh my gosh.
So, we frequently get asked this, that am I the right type of client for you? Because as you know, I help a lot of coaches. I help a lot of online entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, online, online businesses, but you are a representative of a stationary business.
Yeah.
And can you kind of share a little bit about why is it important for someone who owns stationary business, so maybe a hairdresser, beautician, owner of a shop, to invest in thinking into results?
Okay, so if they own their own salon or something,
Yeah,
why should
so
they?
because frequently I get asked this, listen, Eva, I mean, most of your clients are coaches or network marketers. I'm not a coach or network marketer. How can I use this for my stationery business? Can you share a little bit about that?
Okay, so because I'm not in network marketing,
Yeah,
so um the shop that I have got, you have to just find ways of trying to grow your business. You think you go to a hairdresser and you cut your hair, blah blah, but there's other ways. If you really sit down and team build with your staff, you always come up with different ideas how to grow it. With
the
you know,
multiple streams of income.
absolutely.
Yeah.
When I first took on the shop, and so for me with the shop, I've kind of gone local. So I kind of thought, what's different about my shop to any other shop? Because I want the best shop in the island that people are talking about. And I chose local produce. So I've got loads of small businesses. I've got a lady who makes jams. She sells in my shop. I've got a cake, but that's me bringing more money in just from other ideas. So there's definitely ways. There's not a business, I don't agree, that you can't grow.
Yeah, I love that. And you mentioned something very important. It's all about programming your mind for the result you want. And then the ideas to grow your income come to you, whether it's an online business or stationary business. I love this.
Yeah.
And, if anyone here watching has a stationary business, feel free to go to my YouTube channel, just type up my full name. And in my YouTube channel, there is quite a few success stories of hairdressers or dentists or beauticians. We've helped a lot of clients. Of course, currently, most of our clients are online entrepreneurs, but we've helped a lot of clients with stationary businesses as well. So it can be equally used for that. So Sarah, this has been so wonderful.
Thank you.
I just wanted to kind of share with those of you that are watching, and maybe, you just are fed up with whatever you're doing right now and you're overworking and you want more time for your loved ones and you want more income. Well, Sarah is a perfect example that it can be done. And, you may not even know what kind of business you want to create. Part of working with us is connecting with our network of clients who already have multiple streams of income. So we actually let's say if you have a business right now and you feel like, oh my God, I'm so overworked, I would love to do something that helps me have more work-life balance. Then what we can do, we can show you what other clients or our clients are doing in terms of multiple streams of income, investments, e-commerce shops, affiliate marketing, direct sales, and we can give you ideas what you could be doing. And then, of course, you learn how to do it strategically. You get to brainstorm with those people who are doing it successfully every single week. And then you have the mindset for that 20 or 50,000 per month. But everything starts with investment. Sarah said so powerfully, how much do you invest in yourself every month? I'll tell you a secret. Bob Proctor says, whatever your goal is, you should be investing 10% of that now every month. Now that's huge, right? And I was like, a few weeks ago when I was making my own decision, investing 150,000 in myself, which I've never done before, I was like, you know what? I'm still investing at the level of my present results. But if I invest at the level of my goal, then what's going to happen? And literally the minute I made a decision, just like you, Sarah, the minute you made a decision, things started shifting in your mind and in your life. And the next day when I made a decision, I started receiving ideas how to make more money. This is how the mind just jumps onto different radio station of your goal when you make a decision from your goal. So we really hope that you do choose to invest in yourself. There's many things you could invest in: properties, land, funds, forex, whatever. But this by far is the best investment you can make. The returns, that's 10 in 6 months, and consistently every single month. So in my opinion, I don't know if you would agree, Sarah, this is the best investment we can make with fabulous returns.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
The main thing is, yeah, you can see the results and it's exciting, and the result, these ideas just keep flowing. So you just get even more excited, and you can just see everything, just your whole life has just changed.
I love it so much. And Sarah, I really appreciate you, and I love your energy. Just before we started this, Sarah was like, I am buzzing. I'm so excited. And I'm like, this is what this material does to you. You're just like bursting with energy every day. And you're just creating beautiful results. So guys, we hope that you have received benefit from this success story, and we hope we have inspired you to what you're capable of. Now, nothing happens until you make a decision and you solidify it with action. So if you feel that we can help you achieve your goal on the basis of what you've watched or on the basis of working with us for past 5 days, just click that link and join us. You cannot go wrong with that. Like, really, you cannot. And within the next 6 to 12 months, you could be like Sarah, sitting here and bursting with energy, sharing your results. So thank you so much for watching. We are keeping our fingers crossed for those of you that are watching. And Sarah, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.